Welcome to Disconnect. Please like, subscribe, and absolutely comment if you have something to say down below. This video came up a few days ago, and I've been meaning to put this up. When Ukraine was invaded, and everybody was becoming all triggered by the oligarchs and wanting to, especially our government, and the US saying, okay, what we'll do is we'll put on sanctions and we'll freeze bank accounts and, especially oligarchs in London, blah, 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 blah. All I could think of at the time was, yeah, right. I mean, the Tories and the oligarchs are basically like, in the same boat, especially in London, especially, with all the property investments that they've made. I just couldn't imagine that this would really go down, that in the way that they proclaimed, that they would take all these people and lock away all these people's money that have invested so heavily in property in London. And, it's in my opinion, it seems as if the Tories couldn't exist without, the oligarchs in a way. So this is just a little story about how the Treasury allowed sanctioned oligarchs to launch libel cases, basically giving them, like a little freebie license. But let's listen to the question or accusation, or whichever way you want to put it.
We found out that the Treasury, then under the leadership of the current Prime Minister, issued special licenses that allowed Evgeny Prigozhin to circumvent sanctions issued before Putin's illegal invasion of Ukraine. The government appears to have granted a waiver for a warlord that enabled him to launch a legal attack on a British journalist. This is a perfect example of a slap lawsuit designed to silence critics through financial intimidation. Prigozhin is one of the most dangerous and notorious members of Putin's inner circle. The Wagner Group, which he leads, is responsible for appalling atrocities in Ukraine and around the world. Did a minister authorize the granting of a license or exemption to Prigozhin? When did ministers become aware of this incident, and what actions have they taken? Will he commit today to an independent investigation of this controversy? Will he commit to urgently review the law regarding slap suits so that oligarchs and warmongers cannot bully and harass journalists and critics? And when will the government introduce restrictions on the provision of legal services to Russia, as the European Union already has?
I'm not going.
I mean, there's not much to say to that. I mean, can you comment? Slap suits shouldn't exist. It's really just a way for the rich to keep doing what they're doing without any scrutiny. And if there's any kind of real truth to this, then you have to wonder what kind of lip service it all was when they were saying, oh, we're going to, clamp down on the oligarchs during the start of the whole Ukraine crisis, because that might put pressure on Putin and his inner circle. Well, what's the point if there are all these kind of backward deals being made?